This will be a continuation of the previous example where we calculated federal income taxes. Again, we are using our employee, Todd Thompson. He has his weekly gross earnings for the week ended May 23rd of $1,400. His federal income tax withholdings was $247.90. Again, we calculated that in the previous example. We're going to assume a Social Security rate is 6% and Medicare is 1.5% of all earnings. And we need to calculate Thompson's net pay for this week. We know his gross earnings is $1,400. Again, gross earnings is all the earnings that we have for that period before any taxes or deductions are subtracted away. We know from this example, and we calculated it in the prior example, that their federal income taxes that were withheld were $247.90. They tell us to assume a Social Security rate of 6%. Social Security is 6% of all gross earnings for that pay period. So we would take our total gross earnings of $1,400 and multiply it by 6%. Meaning that we would take out of Todd's paycheck $84 for Social Security tax. We also have to subtract away for Medicare. Medicare is 1.5% on, again, total gross earnings for that pay period. So we would take the $1,400 in gross earnings and multiply it by 1.5%. Meaning we would subtract away $21 from Todd's paycheck for Medicare. Please note that for both Social Security and Medicare, we calculated it based off of the total gross earnings. We know from the previous example, when calculating federal income taxes, we used taxable income that we had subtracted away that $70 from gross pay to get to our taxable income amount. We do our math to calculate what Todd's net pay would be for this pay period. He earned a total of $1,400, but his net pay, or what his take-home pay will be in his paycheck, will be $1,047.10.